As we enter our 70s and 80s, many of us begin to ask deeper questions about intimacy and pleasure, including the topic of masturbation. It's often wrapped in stigma, silence, or outdated beliefs, yet it remains a natural and valid part of human sexuality, even in the later stages of life. In today's video, we're exploring 8 essential truths every older adult should know about this often misunderstood topic. We'll talk about the physical changes that affect the body, the emotional complexity that can surface, and how society's judgment often distorts our view of sexual expression in aging. But here's why you should stick around until the end. We'll share expert-backed tips to help you adapt, enhance your experience, and embrace your sexuality in ways that feel empowering, no matter your age or background. Whether you're exploring this journey for yourself or supporting someone you love, you'll come away with clarity, confidence, and a deeper sense of self-acceptance. Let's walk through it together. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Your support helps us continue sharing meaningful content for those navigating life after 60. 1. Physical changes in the body. As we age, our bodies go through natural and sometimes unexpected transformations. These physical shifts can deeply influence how we experience pleasure, arousal, and even desire. For men, testosterone levels begin to decline as early as their late 30s and continue decreasing with age, typically by about 1% each year. This gradual drop can lead to a reduced sex drive, difficulty maintaining erections, and a general decline in sexual stamina. These changes aren't a reflection of your worth or masculinity. They're simply biological shifts that many experience. For women, the onset of menopause brings a steep drop in estrogen and progesterone levels. These hormones are crucial for maintaining vaginal health, lubrication, and sensitivity. As they decline, many women report thinning of the vaginal walls, increased dryness, and reduced elasticity, which can make intimacy feel uncomfortable or even painful. Some also experience decreased clitoral sensitivity, which may make it harder to reach orgasm. These hormonal shifts are accompanied by other age-related changes. Circulation slows down, making it harder for blood to reach the genital areas, which impacts arousal and sensation. Muscle tone decreases, especially in the pelvic floor, reducing physical control and intensity of sexual responses. All of these changes, while normal, can also bring emotional side effects like anxiety, frustration, or embarrassment. But there's good news. Modern medicine, physical therapy, and awareness have come a long way in helping people maintain fulfilling sexual lives well into their later years. There's no shame in seeking support or adjusting how you approach intimacy. Understanding these changes is the first step toward reclaiming confidence and joy in your body. 2. Potential health risks. While masturbation is generally safe and even beneficial for older adults, it's important to be mindful of a few health risks that may arise due to age or existing medical conditions. As the body ages, it naturally becomes more vulnerable to strain, even during light physical activity. This includes sexual activity. For example, if you have heart-related conditions like high blood pressure or a history of cardiac issues, sexual arousal can place extra stress on your cardiovascular system. It might elevate your heart rate or blood pressure. And though this is often harmless, it could be risky for some. Always listen to your body. If you experience chest pain, shortness of breath, or dizziness during or after any sexual activity, speak with your doctor. Additionally, many older adults live with arthritis or joint pain. Certain positions or repetitive movements may worsen joint discomfort. Using supportive pillows or adjusting how you move can help you stay comfortable and avoid unnecessary strain. Now let's talk about medications. If you're taking prescriptions for chronic conditions like diabetes, depression, or blood pressure, you may notice changes in your libido, arousal response, or ability to climax. These are common side effects. That doesn't mean you need to suffer in silence. Talk to your healthcare provider. Sometimes a small dosage change or a different medication can make a big difference in your sexual well-being. Chronic illnesses like diabetes can also numb nerve endings, reducing sensitivity in intimate areas. This may affect both pleasure and satisfaction. But remember, none of these issues mean you have to give up on intimacy. You simply may need to adjust your approach with patience, awareness, and care. By being informed and taking proactive steps, you can keep this part of your life safe, enjoyable, and empowering. 3. Mental and emotional health. Sexual expression, including solo pleasure, has powerful effects on your emotional and mental well-being. It's not just about physical release. It's also about connection, comfort, and inner balance. When you engage in healthy sexual activity, your body releases endorphins and oxytocin, natural feel-good chemicals that lower stress and improve your mood. For older adults, this release can be deeply therapeutic. It offers a sense of control, comfort, and joy during a phase of life when other aspects may feel out of your hands. However, even though the benefits are clear, many older adults struggle with shame or guilt surrounding their sexuality. This often comes from outdated beliefs or cultural messages that wrongly suggest sex is only for the young. You may have grown up hearing that intimacy after a certain age is improper, unnecessary, or even embarrassing. These internalized messages can create emotional blocks, causing self-judgment, secrecy, or anxiety around sexual feelings and desires. These negative emotions don't just hurt your self-esteem, they can limit your ability to enjoy this essential part of life. That's why it's so important to challenge those old stigmas. Education and open conversation are the keys to healing. Sexuality is a natural part of being human, at every stage of life. And honoring that truth can improve your mental health, your confidence, and your overall sense of joy. Doctors, counselors, and community programs can offer safe, supportive spaces for exploring these topics without shame. When older adults feel accepted and informed, they're better able to embrace their sexuality, communicate their needs, and experience intimacy, either with a partner or through self-pleasure, with pride and peace of mind. Aging with dignity means honoring every part of who you are, including your emotional, mental, and sexual self. 4. Social isolation and loneliness. As we age, life changes. Retirement, the loss of loved ones, or decreased mobility can lead to social withdrawal and deep feelings of loneliness. And when meaningful interaction fades, many older adults turn to solitary activities, including masturbation, as a way to find comfort, connection, and even emotional release. There's nothing wrong with this. In fact, self-pleasure can be a healthy coping tool, one that offers a sense of control, relaxation, and even joy during emotionally difficult periods. But here's the important part. It shouldn't be the only source of emotional comfort. Over-reliance on solitary pleasure can quietly deepen feelings of isolation. You might feel more alone over time, less motivated to reach out to others, and caught in a cycle where the emotional need grows, but the human connection shrinks. This is why balance is essential. Masturbation can be one part of your self-care toolbox, but it works best when paired with connection and community. Consider re-engaging with the world around you. Join a local group, Take a fitness class, volunteer, or reconnect with old friends. Even a small moment of social interaction can help renew your sense of identity and belonging. Human touch, companionship, and laughter aren't just luxuries. They're essential for emotional health. And as you feel more emotionally supported, you may notice improvements in every area of your well-being, including your sexual wellness. Healthcare providers and community programs can also help by creating welcoming, judgment-free environments where you feel seen, respected, and valued. You deserve more than just moments of comfort. You deserve connection, meaning, and a life full of emotional richness. Let masturbation be one part of your self-care, but not the only part. Reach out. Reconnect. Let others into your world. 5. Sexual health and communication. As we age, sexuality doesn't disappear. It simply evolves. For older adults who are still sexually active, open and honest communication with your partner is one of the most powerful tools you have. Why? Because aging brings changes, physically, emotionally, and hormonally. Desire might shift, lubrication may decrease, erections might not come as easily. These are normal, natural parts of aging, but if left unspoken, they can lead to misunderstandings, frustration, or emotional distance between partners. Talking about these changes openly, without shame or embarrassment, builds trust and deepens intimacy. You might find that touching, cuddling, or simply being close feels more fulfilling than intercourse. Or you may still enjoy a full range of sexual activity. The point is, every couple is different, and every stage of life invites new possibilities. Even conversations about masturbation can bring clarity and connection. They help partners understand each other's needs, reduce tension, and explore new ways to feel close, either together or individually. And if health conditions like arthritis, diabetes, or cardiovascular issues arise, honest discussion helps you adapt rather than withdraw. Seek medical guidance if needed. Pelvic floor therapy, hormone treatments, or even simply changing positions. These can all help maintain sexual wellness. If emotional wounds from the past resurface or anxiety about aging creates barriers, a trained therapist in sexual health can be a transformative ally. Ultimately, communication isn't just about sex. It's about connection, trust, and mutual respect. When you and your partner talk openly about needs, you're not just navigating changes, you're strengthening your bond. A fulfilling sex life isn't about staying young. It's about growing closer through honesty, care, and understanding. 6. Exploring new techniques. As our bodies change, so should the way we approach pleasure. What once felt effortless may now call for a little creativity. And that's not a setback, it's an opportunity. Exploring new techniques can reignite curiosity and deepen self-awareness. One of the first things to consider? Lubrication. Hormonal changes often lead to dryness, especially for postmenopausal women, and reduced sensitivity for men. A high-quality lubricant can transform the experience. Water-based lubricants are gentle and easy to clean. Silicone-based options offer longer glide and richer texture. Oil-based lubricants can be soothing, but they may not be safe with latex. Try different types. Discover what feels best for you. Next, consider tools made for this season of life. Sex toys have evolved to support older adults, with ergonomic designs, easy-to-use features, and varying levels of intensity. Gentle vibrators, dual stimulation devices, or wearable options can help those with arthritis, grip issues, or reduced mobility still experience deep satisfaction. Remote controls, Simple buttons and soft-touch materials make the experience accessible and pleasurable. You might even explore sensations like temperature play or textured surfaces, adding new layers of joy you hadn't imagined before. But it's not just about tools. Setting the mood, soft lighting, calming music, or even a scented candle can create a sacred, sensual space. Slowing down helps. Focus on presence. Let the moment unfold instead of rushing toward a goal. This isn't just about physical pleasure, it's about reconnecting with your body, your desire, and your confidence, on your terms. Your sexuality doesn't end with age. It expands if you're open to the journey. 7. Seeking professional advice. One of the most empowering things you can do for your sexual well-being as you age is to talk to a professional. Yes, a doctor, a therapist, a specialist. Someone who understands that sexual health is part of total health. Maybe you've experienced pain during intimacy, or your desire has changed, or you're unsure if your medications are interfering. You don't have to guess. A healthcare provider can give you personalized, evidence-based guidance tailored to your needs, your body, and your lifestyle. They can help you. Understand how your medications may affect arousal, recommend pelvic floor exercises, explore hormone therapy, suggest safe and effective techniques, address emotional or mental barriers. Sexual well-being is no different than physical fitness or emotional health. It deserves attention, care, and professional support. It also deserves a safe space. Doctors are trained to provide confidential, judgment-free conversations. You're not too old, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. If your sexual behaviors are affecting your mood, relationships, or quality of life, or if you just have questions you've never asked, this is your permission to start the conversation. It's never too late to deepen your understanding of your body and reclaim a part of yourself that might have been neglected or misunderstood. So take that step. Speak up, and know that asking for help is an act of strength, self-respect, and self-love. 8. Embracing your sexuality. As we grow older, one truth becomes increasingly clear. Sexuality doesn't retire. It evolves. It deepens, and it remains an essential part of our identity. In your 70s, 80s, or beyond, your desire for connection, pleasure, and intimacy is still valid, still beautiful, still human. Embracing this part of yourself means accepting your body as it is now, not how it used to be, and finding new joy in the journey of rediscovery. For many older adults, sexuality becomes less about performance and more about presence. The quality of touch, the meaning behind the moment, the deep sense of emotional closeness that intimacy can bring. It might mean experimenting with different sensations, trying new forms of touch, or exploring solo pleasure as a path to confidence and connection. You might light a candle, play soft music, use a favorite oil, and take your time. Because now, there's no rush, only exploration. You also might find that talking openly with a partner deepens trust like never before. Sharing your desires, fears, and needs with honesty and tenderness can turn intimacy into something sacred. And if you're single, widowed, or entering new relationships, honor your readiness. Take things at your pace. Your boundaries are valid, your curiosity is powerful, and your pleasure is worthy of your attention. Masturbation remains a healthy expression of self-love, reducing stress, improving sleep, and keeping you connected to your body. There's no shame, only wisdom, so embrace your sexuality, explore with curiosity, and most of all, celebrate the truth that sexual joy doesn't have an expiration date. It has new seasons, new chapters, and endless capacity for rediscovery. Thank you for joining us in this important conversation. We hope it's given you a sense of clarity, comfort, and the confidence to love yourself fully, inside and out. Drop a comment below and tell us, what's one insight you're taking with you today? Your experience might inspire someone else to take a brave step toward healing and wholeness. And if this video supported you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us reach more people with messages that matter. We'll see you in the next video. Take care